This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing audio.
You're not live. Are you live?
Yeah. This is an audio test. Can you move the camera over quickly? Hello folks and welcome to the 2022 Southwest Regional Championship. Apologize for a bit of that rocky start. We were troubleshooting some audio quality issues and hopefully now everything is working. My name is Mary Kimball. I'm USQ's Executive Director. I'm going to be one of the voices you'll be hearing today. The other is Michael Rodriguez. We'll be swapping in just a moment. So you are watching Texas A&M University versus Texas State. Texas State with the quaffle right now nearly loses it to A&M. A&M picks it up. They are either beat or loses their broom, one of the two. Quick recovery by number 49 who is beat, but number 7 picks it up and they might be able to make it through all those players. And they try to score, but it does not go in. Texas State has ultimately recovered the quaffle. That is a goal for Texas State. First goal of the game. Score is 0-10. Good news is that I hit record, it brings up.
Hi, I'm Michael Rodriguez. I will be commentating the rest of this game. We will be resuming shortly. A&M with the ball, bringing the quaffle up, taking their time. Quaffle moves over to the right. Keeper's looking for passing options. Passes it off to Chaser. Recovered by the opposing keeper, looking to fast break. There's one bludger back. Slows it down, waits for his team to come up. A&M pressuring up top. Bludger goes wide. Keeper looking to drive. Takes 2 steps. Avoids the tackle. Passes off to a teammate. White Chaser was apparently beat there, but play to the whistle. Quaffle is recovered. Tackle brings the Chaser down, and A&M with the quaffle again. Score is still 10-0. A&M advancing the quaffle slowly. Texas State setting up their defense. Good dodge there by the point defender. Shot a little bit high over the hoops, possibly recovered by A&M. It is. Ooh, good move by the beater there, trying to stop the quaffle reset. Unclear who will get the quaffle after this play. Seems like there will be a stoppage. Quaffle ended up rolling out of bounds. Ref deliberating the play. Quaffle does go back to A&M, getting a second chance here to put some more points on the board. Texas State misses a beat. A&M goes in, tries to attack the hoops, passes it off, and scores. A&M tying up the game now. Texas State looking to answer back. Texas State keeper slowly advances the quaffle. Passes it off to the wing chaser. Texas State being patient, waiting for the beaters to make some space. A&M makes the first move. Texas State trying to pressure, looking for an opportunity, driving in. Wow, a good pass option by Texas State. Keeper almost is able to score, but the hoop barely blocks it out. A&M on the counterattack. Keeper's fast breaking down, dodges a couple tackles and scores on the fast break. Unfortunate there by Texas State, was not able to convert that goal on the middle hoop, but now A&M answering back, takes the lead 20-10. Whoa, there was a beat there at mid-pitch, but it is called clear. Meanwhile, Texas State advancing the quaff on the opposite side of the field, rotating it around, looking for room. Texas State chaser is wrapped up, is able to break out, passes the ball. Quaffle still in Texas State's hands, looking for an opportunity to score. Perfect passing play. A beautiful series of passes there by Texas State, ending in a goal for them. Two. Almost 6 minutes into the game. A&M slowly advancing the quaffle on the right side of the pitch. Keepers being patient, looking for opportunities. Behind the hoops, beaters trying to make a play, causes a distraction. Keeper drives in, misses the shot, recovered by Texas State at the keeper zone. There's one defender to beat. He's looking for a fast break. Passes it off to his teammate. Easy goal. Great job at Texas State. Their way to capitalize on their defensive plays. Looking like the fast breaks in this game will be a deciding factor in who ends up winning it. The beat is missed. A&M looking for opportunity to drive in, scores on the right hoop. Texas State advances the quaffle, passes quickly before the beat. Unfortunately, looks like there was a beat there. Unclear if the goal will count now. Ref deliberating. Goal is no good. Scores 30-20 in favor of A&M. They're looking to fast break again. Keeper coming down the right side. Beaters creating space. He breaks one tackle, two tackles, shoots on the middle hoop, and scores. No good, no good. I apologize. Ref called it no good. Texas State recovers the quaffle and has a free opportunity to score, and does. A little bit of confusion there. Bit of a breakdown on the offensive possession by A&M, but Texas State able to convert. Score is now 30-30. An early timeout by A&M. Scores 30-30. Possibly discussing what went wrong there on the last play. The Texas State chaser was able to basically walk the quaffle into the hoops and score unopposed. You never want to see that, but otherwise, the defense on both sides have been playing pretty well. Few offensive possessions did not convert in a goal for either team, but they're playing fast, they're playing hard. You can definitely feel the excitement in the air. Both teams are excited about this game. Score being tied this early, obviously a good sign. One team will be looking to expand a lead pretty soon after this timeout. Both teams in the huddle right now. There is a score correction. Texas State does in fact have the lead, 40-30. Ref confirms Texas State does in fact have the lead. A bit of confusion now with where the player should be starting when the ref resumes the whistle. A&M still has the quaffle in the hands of their keeper. All of Texas State is close to their hoops, setting up their defense. Let's see if they're able to get a stop here. Looks like the goal refs are switching sides. Unsure why, but game has resumed now. A&M with the quaffle bringing it up. Passes the quaffle off, keeper substitution. Beaters communicating now as they cross mid-pitch, taking their time. Beaters creating a lot of space for the quaffle carrier. A&M looking for a passing option, finds one behind the hoops, bobbles the quaffle a bit, manages to get it off, recovered by A&M. Keeper's driving in, taken down by the Texas State keeper. Great, solid defense there. But there is a stoppage, looks like there is a player down. Solid defense by Texas State there. A&M keeper seems to be okay, is down for a minute. We will be back shortly. And we are back. Play will be resuming shortly. Had to do a player substitution, but now both teams are ready to play. Texas State looking to attack on offense now. Bringing up the quaffle quickly. Taken by surprise by a bludger. Dodges both and scores in transition, A&M. Score should now be tied up 40-40. Texas State looking to answer back, bringing the quaffle up pretty quickly. A little bit of beater play in the middle there, but Texas State comes out ahead. Kiefer challenge, but dropping the quaffle, recovered by their teammate. Quaffle's on the ground. There's a small scrum. Texas State picks it up, looking to attack. One-on-one and scores on the middle hoop. Texas State chaser, unafraid by the A&M defense, just goes for the shot and scores. A&M brings the quaffle pass mid-pitch. Keeper's holding it, looking for passing options. Goes left, passes a little wide, ends up out of bounds. Texas State will reclaim the quaffle and get another chance to extend their lead. Game's still pretty close right now. Texas State playing a controlled game. Keeper bringing the quaffle up. One chaser on the left-hand side, going wide. Another chaser on his right. Keeper's taking his time, waiting for a beater to make some space. Beater throws a bludger, is blocked. Swings the quaffle wide. Chaser's wrapped up. Looks like A&M might have recovered it, and they do. A bit unfortunate there, but now A&M has the quaffle, looking to convert their defense into some offense now. Beater signaling for one more play. They really want to score now. A&M beater's being aggressive, clearing out the space. Pass goes behind the hoops. Chaser cuts in, takes a shot, and scores. A&M ties the game back up 50-50. Some substitutions are occurring now quickly as Texas State recovers the quaffle. Both sides doing some substitutions, bringing in some fresh legs, making sure everyone gets their rest and keeps their energy levels up as they continue playing. Kiefer slowly walking up the quaffle, looking for passing options, takes the wrap, ignores it, takes the shot, goes low, misses. A&M recovers the quaffle. There is a whistle. Score is 50-50. A little bit of deliberation between the refs. Seems like there might be a player that's injured. He's going to take a quick sub, walking off on her own. Seems to be okay. All in all, now we've got play resuming now after that substitution. A&M with the quaffle. Leaves her keeper zone, walking it up to mid-pitch. Quaffle crosses mid-pitch. Texas State deep in their zone at the hoops, waiting for A&M to approach, being patient, taking their time, not overextending. Some good dodges there by Texas State. And a unfortunate pass over the wing chaser there by A&M, unable to connect. Texas State slowly looking to bring it up, now chooses to attack aggressively. He's beat out of a play, but he's able to pass it off. Quaffle's on the ground. A little bit of chaos here. A&M trying to recover the quaffle, looking to score in transition. Takes a shot, misses. Unfortunate. Quaffle going back to Texas State there. Bit of a breakdown on that play. A&M taking their chance to score in the chaos. Unfortunate to miss, but things are calming down now. Teams are resetting back into their set offense and their set defense. A&M keeping both bludgers at their keeper zone line. A&M applying pressure now. Texas State thinking about making a move, looking for passing options. Hesitates, runs back, wants to slow it down. Under pressure, is forced to use the reset, runs all the way back to the hoops. You are allowed to cross both restrictor lines in one attempt. Now the reset has been used. Texas State is looking to score on this possession. They cannot pass mid-pitch now. Passes off to the keeper. Keeper taking the time. Texas A&M beaters being patient, not overextending their reach. They have bludger control. They do not want to lose it. Texas State, knowing that, being patient, waiting for their beaters to make a move. Bludgers are thrown. Texas State takes a shot. Unclear if it goes through. And after communicating with the assistant ref, head ref confirms the goal was good. Texas State with a mid-range shot. But now there is a stoppage. Unclear. More deliberation will occur now. Seems like that goal was good, that mid-range shot from Texas State. Unclear what they are discussing, potential beat. Goal was no good. Okay, so the goal does not stand. Score remains tied, 50-50. Quaffle in A&M's hands. A&M doing a quick substitution now before they start their offense. Keeper looking to advance the ball. Texas State was not set on their defense, passes it off, tries to catch him off guard. Long pass goes over the wing chaser, recovered by Texas State. Texas State looking to attack on the fast break. Keeper has a one-on-one, passes it off, and scored, but may have been off broom, unclear. Ref looking to check with the assistant ref there to see if he was able to release the quaffle before the broom was dropped. If so, the goal will stand. If not, it will be no good, and the quaffle will most likely go back to A&M. We will see what the refs saw from their perspective. A couple of different angles there on that play. All right, so the goal was good, was released before he dropped the broom. In fact, there was also a turnover due to a bludger foul, apparently before that play. So, but the goal will stand, and then the ball would go back to A&M after that goal. So, yes, the goal was good. Score 50-60 in favor of Texas State. A&M advancing the quaffle, crosses mid-pitch. A&M chaser going deep behind the hoops, looking for a passing option. Pass a little bit high, contested, and Texas State is able to get there first. Texas State keeper advancing the quaffle now, crossing mid-pitch in a few more steps, and he does. Texas State keeper taking his time, bringing the quaffle to the right side of the field, looking for options. Beater clears out some space on the right. He decides to cut back to the middle, reset under pressure. That beater from A&M, number 13, first forcing a quick pass and shot by the Texas State chaser. Good job by A&M's beater there to step up and apply some pressure. Now A&M has the quaffle again. Taking their time, bringing it up pitch. One chaser on A&M on the right side, one on the left. Keeper looking for passing options, resets it back to the middle. Chaser has one step, two steps, tries to break the tackle, does, passes it off, breaks another tackle. A&M chaser scores and dunks it on the small hoop, making the play for herself. A&M gets back on the board, tying it up 60-60. Game time seems to be about 15:35. Less than 5 minutes left in this period. Keeper drives in by Texas State, takes a shot, rips it through the hoop. Great job by Texas State beaters to create enough space there for him to get in and take a shot. And I'm looking at counterattack now. slows it down. Looks like the beater on A&M, looks like the beaters were attacking themselves, but the chasers were far behind them. A little bit of miscommunication, probably some confusion there as the quaffle rolled pretty far away. The ref had to go recover it. Now the quaffle will be going to Texas A&M, starting in their chaser's hand. The keeper was substituting, so it looks like there needs to be another sub. There needs to be at least one keeper on the field at all times for each team. So just swapping the headbands there. All right, well, now it seems like there was a foul potentially, which caused the quaffle turnover. Chaser for A&M is in the penalty box. Texas State has a power play opportunity to extend their lead. Score is currently 70-60 in favor of Texas State. Texas State brings the quaffle up past mid-pitch. They have a one-person advantage. They're taking their time looking to capitalize on this power play. Beater cleared up the space. Texas State still being patient, looking for more room. Keeper drives in, passes it to the left, and scores. Great look by the Texas State keeper, finding the chaser on the left there to score. Converting that into another 10 points for their team, extending their lead to 20 points. Texas A&M brings the quaffle back up. Crosses mid-pitch. A&M chasers go wide on the left and right-hand side. One passing option for him back in midfield. He likes the space. He starts driving in, goes around the hoop, swings it, passes it off behind the hoops. A&M chaser drives in, takes a shot, but blocked by the keeper, and manages to get the rebound. A&M puts it back through. Texas State unable to secure the quaffle off of that block. Now A&M able to score and convert it. Seems to be a stoppage now. Refs deliberating. Score should be 70-80 in favor of Texas State. Seems like the bludger went off pitch and they are trying to figure out who it should go to. No call, no fouls. Play on. Play continues now on the ref's whistle. Texas State keeper looking to do a fast break, seizing the opportunity, and scores on the left hoop by himself. Saw the space, took advantage of it, using his speed and agility to cut through the defense there by A&M. Texas State extending their lead again, 90-70. Ref blows the whistle. Looks like he might be giving a card to someone. Looks like a yellow. He's asking for the bludger to be returned to him. Bludger goes to Texas State. There was a kickoff pitch by A&M beater. It'll be a yellow card, 60 seconds in the penalty box or until Texas State is able to score, whichever comes first. Texas State now has the quaffle and bludger control as a result of... A&M has the quaffle, but Texas State has bludger control. A&M still has the quaffle, able to recover after that. Some confusion there. Chaser takes a shot, unfortunately will not count as the ref did blow the whistle. He will be returning the quaffle to Texas State. Unfortunate series of event there, but now Texas State looking to capitalize. Keeper once again running up by himself and passes it off to a wing chaser. Bobbles it. A&M's able to recover. Solid defense. Quaffle goes wide. A&M unable to get to there on time. Quaffle rolls out of bounds. Looks like it will go to Texas State. Texas State now with bludger control and the quaffle, looking to bring it up. Caught in a wrap. Passes it back to mid-pitch with the keeper. Keeper dodges a beat, passes it back. Chaser one-on-one, looks to go by, drops the quaffle, recovers it though. One-on-one, takes the shot and scores at the right hoop. A little bit of a bobble there, but the chaser is able to recover gets his own rebound after the quaffle was stripped from him and is able to score on the right hoop. Texas State extending their lead. Score should be 90-70 Texas State. Nope, my mistake. Score should now be 170 Texas State. Game time is 19 minutes, 1 minute left. A&M looking to get one more point on the board if possible. Texas State looking to stop them for the 20-minute mark. A&M cuts in, passes it off behind the hoop. Quaffle is dropped. Texas State with the quaffle, recovering it. Now looking to score. While they still have some time left on the clock, keeper brings up the quaffle on a fast break, takes a shot, scores on that right hoop again. Texas State keeper unafraid to shoot and is able to score. Great offensive play there. Texas State hustling back on defense, happy with the small lead they've been able to build. A&M, though, looking to answer back. And it looks like they're just letting the clock wind down. Looks like there was a turnover right before the final 5-second countdown. So this will be the last possession in Texas State's favor. Quaffle pass goes up high, recovered by Texas State, takes a pass back to the middle. Texas State still with the quaffle. This is the last possession. They're looking to extend their lead. A&M looking to get a stop here. Beater misses the beat attempt. And A&M able to get the quaffle. That should end the last possession there. Final score at 20 minutes is 110-70 in favor of Texas State, which means set score will be 180 after the ref confirms with the score keep. And we will have a short break while the teams reset and deliberate. We are back. Snitch is stretching at midfield. Texas State holding a 40-point lead right now over A&M. Ref signals for both teams to get back on broom and resume their places on the pitch. The quaffle will start in A&M's possession. They're down 40, but certainly not out. Snitch being worth 35 points. Could be a huge difference maker if A&M's able to catch. At the same time, Texas State looking to prevent that, hoping to close out this game as fast as possible. Seekers line up on the sideline. Back, stretching out.
Well, I know, but I've seen her recently. This is an old post, but I did see her recently.
Head ref looking to resume on his whistle. Play has resumed now. A&M with the quaffle. A little bit of confusion there during the substitution, but A&M able to keep the quaffle in their possession. A&M's keeper bringing the quaffle up slowly, advancing it. Seekers attack the snitch at mid-pitch. Interesting to see who was able to come out with a catch there. Meanwhile, A&M looking to score, drives through, takes a shot at the left, who barely misses. Unfortunate there. Texas State able to recover. Keeper has the quaffle. We'll go back to the keeper. A&M chaser being sent back to hoops off broom. Texas State taking their time bringing the quaffle up now. Texas State seeker having a one-on-one opportunity with the snitch here at mid-pitch. Looking to see if she can get a grab for her team. Snitch wrestling with the seeker, wrapping her up. Texas State, meanwhile, with the quaffle, being patient at midfield, passes it off to the wing chaser on the left-hand side, coming out of nowhere, peeking right through A&M's defense. Texas State able to convert. One more goal towards ending this game in favor of Texas State. A&M keeper driving with the quaffle, gets knocked out of her hands, but rebound recovered by A&M, and they are able to convert this time. A lot of beater play happening around the seekers and the snitch play. Both teams will have to rely on their chasers to create some defense and offense. Texas State bringing the quaffle past mid-pitch. Keeper's taking his time, cutting to the left-hand side. Does a spin move, but is wrapped up, passes the quaffle back, is beat out of the play. A&M is able to recover, and on the fast break, A&M scores. Oh. There's seems to be something happened here at mid-pitch with the snitch and the seeker. Seems to have taken a tumble. Snitch says he's okay. And so the snitch will keep playing. All right, so now we've got Texas State with the quaffle. Texas State seeker with some time alone with the snitch again. Trying to get that 35-point advantage for her team. Texas State swings the quaffle to the left-hand side, taking their time, being patient. A&M with one bludger by the hoops. Quaffle carrier from Texas State uses the beater to shake the tackle off of him. Accidentally uses the reset though, and is now looking to pass the ball over the hoops. A little high. Quaffle rolls out of bounds. It'll be going back to A&M. Looks like a seeker substitution for Texas State right now. Texas A&M seeker is not able to get close to the snitch. Texas State beaters putting up a wall there, not letting A&M seeker have any time alone with the snitch. Meanwhile, A&M looking to use this opportunity to advance the quaffle. A solid block by Texas State on defense, and it's able to recover, but drops the quaffle to fall off broom. A&M looking like they might get the quaffle back on this possession. Texas State putting a lot of resources into the snitch game. A&M hoping to use that to their advantage in the quaffle game to get some more points on the board while the beaters are distracted. Quaffle will go back to A&M. The chaser from Texas State was able to recover the quaffle, but accidentally ran off broom. So the quaffle will go back to A&M. After play resumes, it looks like A&M has one bludger near the quaffle to provide some support, but so does Texas State. Texas State has their second bludger still by the snitch, protecting their seeker from anything that A&M will try to do to prevent her from catching. Score is currently 90 to 120 in favor of Texas State. And play resumes. A&M with the quaffle, driving around the defense from Texas State and scoring on the middle hoop.
What we got happening so far?
So I'm joined here by Juan
Martinez
from Texas Cavalry, co-commentating with me. So right now we got a pretty close game, 120 to 100 in favor of Texas State.
Justin Guillory playing the snitch role. It's no catch, but he does look a little tired there.
He does. He took a tumble a few minutes ago, but was able to get back up and recover. So,
Do we have an idea of the game time?
it's been about 4 or 5 minutes since the snitch has been released.
Fantastic.
Set score is 180, so game is progressing pretty smoothly. Texas State putting a lot of beater presence on the snitch. A&M has not had a clean look at the snitch so far. Texas State having a few opportunities but unable to come away with a catch.
Awesome. Ellen Pendanel playing beater for Texas State, keeping guard over the seeker. As A&M's able to break that quaffle loose, but Texas State maintains control to the far side of the field. Pass across. Emmanuel Bustos is actually able to score on the small hoop over his shoulder. That was quite a difficult shot.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive that he was able to score there, extending the lead to 30 in favor of Texas State.
Tuan Tran actually protects the seeker from the snitch from getting caught, but he does lose bludger control. Actually, they don't have any bludgers in hands there, so Ellen Pendanel is going to hold immunity over that bludger.
A&M seeker finally getting a shot at the snitch, being blocked by Texas State seeker.
Ellen takes him out. A&M's retreating back across the pitch line. That has to be a reset. Oh, fantastic play by Tuan Tran as he's able to force a throw and then catch the deflection. So now Texas State with control and a seeker on the snitch.
Yes. She's looking to make a move now, hoping to close out this game, while Texas State looking to advance the quaffle and potentially score another point.
Ian Crow with a pass to Emmanuel Bustos, but it gets intercepted by A&M, so they have 2 players on offense. And that has to be, I honestly thought that was a little short, but they're calling it good.
Yeah, I did not have a good angle on that.
The goal ref is calling it no good.
Yeah, unclear. A little bit of, seems to be some miscommunication there. Refs are deliberating whether or not the goal was in fact good. Hoop did go down on that play, but unclear if the ball went through completely.
AJ, the head ref, called it good. That is AJ, right?
Yeah, ref changed his decision. The goal was no good. Score is still 130 to 100 in favor of Texas State.
Yeah, that agrees with my eyes. So good on the goal ref for speaking up for herself and making sure that the right call comes through there.
Absolutely. A&M seeker with a few seconds, but not enough time with the snitch.
And that is Aaron Gebremichael playing seeker for A&M as he's going to come racing back in. But Texas State has 2 players with quaff.
Oh, that's a late throw.
That's a late
Bradley, that's a late throw.
A&M managing to recover the quaffle and then losing it back to Texas State, who's looking to counterattack on the fast break.
Guillory has 2 people pushing to the sideline.
Texas State scores on the middle hoop by herself, cuts through 2 defenders to get another 10 points on the board.
Aaron Gebremichael is attacking the snitch. Guillory is using the sideline really to his advantage quite a lot because there's not a lot of room to attack from.
There is not. That was one of the few opportunities the A&M Seekers has had to attach the snitch, but now Texas State looking to counterattack. No bludgers. Keeper's wrapped up, passes it off. Easy goal on the left hoop.
Oh no.
Looks like it did not go through apparently. A&M with good defense there to stop that.
Ian Crow with the pass that was a shot attempt there, but he's down on one knee now, so we'll have to give him a moment, see if he can catch his breath. I didn't see any contact, but the coach / figurehead of Texas State is Maya, as she tends to him. And a good hello from Tuan Tran.
That was a great pass by him to find his chaser there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, and he did a good hesitation on that shot, but he wasn't able to actually put it through, and then it fell to the ground. He had to pick it back up, and it wasn't there for him. I think he took a beat.
Yeah, from my angle, it almost looked like the hoop turned. I couldn't quite see if he was able to extend his arm through it, but it looks like the goal was in fact not good. Ref conferring with the scorekeeper table. Everyone's being remounted.
We have a pen here.
Play has resumed. A&M with the quaffle, looking to advance it. A little bit of pressure as Texas State keepers is meeting them at mid-pitch. A&M looking for a passing option, finds them behind the hoops. 1-2 step to get past the defender, able to score, but
Calling a beat before.
Unfortunate. Good moves by A&M chaser there.
That was a truly athletic play, going up into the air, around, and in front of the hoops to push it through. He just took a little too long to do it, so he ends up getting beat, and it doesn't count.
Very unfortunate for them. But A&M still very much in this game, not giving up. Texas State looking to potentially catch here while they advance to qualify at the same time on the other side of the pitch. A long pass goes over the hands of the Texas State chaser, but they are able to recover. There's a scrum in the middle of the field. Quaffle's on the ground. It's bouncing, and the ref has decided to stop the play and blow the whistle.
An incredible amount of contact there. Between two passes, Texas State maintaining control, but every A&M player was making contact.
Yeah. A lot of players involved in that play. Looks like A&M will come up with the quaffle.
I'm not sure what that penalty was or how he would have even have gotten it. He just got the ball.
Yeah, not clear either from
Maybe he
my
played through a
perspective.
beat or something.
Possibly. So Texas State's got a chaser in the penalty box. A&M with the quaffle. Power play opportunity for A&M. Having a one-person advantage now. They're going to press this opportunity. They're playing aggressively. Beater's creating space. Quaffle crosses mid-pitch. Passes it off to the side. Chaser drives in, takes a shot. Pass, in fact, does go through. A&M able to score.
3, 2, 1, go. Watch the pitch. You're out of bounds. All right.
So A&M able to score on that last possession, taking advantage of the power play. Texas State still in the lead by 30 points. The snitch has not been caught. It's anyone's game still.
Catherine Hay, going by the name of Kat, is the seeker, but looks like she's going to give it a few more minutes on the snitch.
Yeah. She's had a lot of attempts so far. It's gone close, but isn't quite able to make the catch yet. Let's see if she has an opportunity to do so now. Dodges that beat.
She takes
Oh,
that beat.
clear. No, well, I guess she was clear. Oh. We'll confirm that the bludger did in fact hit her elbow. Now A&M with the quaffle advancing it past mid-pitch, taking
Trainer
their
with a
time.
block. Another block.
A&M keeper keeps the quaffle, is taken down but manages to get the pass off. Bit of a scrum there. 2 takedowns back to back. Quaffle denied by the hoop, but put back through on the rebound by A&M. Looks like there will be a stoppage. There's a couple players down on the field.
Again, a very physical game, but this one's going to call out the trainer, so we're going to see. Move the camera away, and we'll go over the summary of the game. So the set score is going to be 180.
Yes, that is correct. So Texas State needing 4 more goals to win this game, or a snitch catch and 1 more. A&M still very much in this game, though. They have been clawing their way to keep it as close as possible over the last 25 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'm curious, what was the point differential at the snitch on pitch start, or at the 20-minute
I
mark?
believe it was about 30 or 40. The game was pretty much tied for the first half. Goal. A lot of fast breaks in the beginning. The defenses were steady from both sides. Set offenses weren't able to convert, but the fast breaks making the big difference there for both teams.
I think this rest is going to benefit both teams, but I know that Texas State has been keeping Tuan Trent in at the beating game since I sat down, so a good solid 10-minute shift from him.
Yeah,
So he definitely needs the break.
he's getting some water now on the side during the stoppage. Doing a really good job. The A&M Seekers have not had much opportunities to even look at the snitch, let alone get close to them. So yeah, Texas State doing a great job in the Seeker game with their beaters working together nicely.
Yeah, that's true. Texas State has been able to maintain control around the seeker for a number of minutes, but when A&M gets in there, it's a very physical game. I mean, Guillory is pretty tired. He's also benefiting from this rest as much as anybody else. Just constant harassment from Texas State and A&M will wear anybody out. But Guillory likes to maintain his sideline presence and sort of box out both of these seekers. So the rest is really going to benefit him being able to actually just stand his ground and wrestle with them.
That's true. That's a really good point. Do you think that this game will have a snitch catch, or do you think it'll come down to just whatever quaffle game is able to outmuscle the other?
You know, I think without the stoppage, they would have found a way to get a snitch catch. but with this rest, I wonder if he's going to be able to maintain it. It is still quite a ways to go, and we're talking at least 4 points from one team.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm imagining that A&M is going to try to capitalize on this opportunity if Texas State keeps keeping at least one bludger near the snitch. Hopefully A&M able to use that sort of difference in the quaffle game to get some more points on the board. Still, they are playing from behind, so the pressure is on them to start converting more, less so than Texas State. But it's a close game. Difference is only 2 goals.
Camera's over there.
I'm already committing.
Looks like there was a substitution, and ref is just deliberating with the score table to confirm that the score is correct. Play will probably be resuming pretty shortly.
Yeah, we have how many bludgers for A&M?
It's like 1 bludger
I
for
lost
A&M.
Twan Tran. He was over here. So okay, so 1 in Twan's hands.
1 in A&M's hands, and the 3rd bludger is somewhere unclear.
A&M has 2.
A&M does have 2. All right.
1 on each side of the pitch.
So the quaffle is starting on the ground. It seems like will probably go to Texas State based off of their position.
Keeper's off room.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what this order of operations is going to look like.
Yeah. It looks with the quaffle being right by the middle hoop, I assume Texas State will be able to get to it first, but we'll see what happens.
Guillory immediately attacked. Texas State almost had a chance.
Yep, Texas State does get the quaffle back after a weird sort of hesitation there.
Friendly banter from Justin Guillory on the sideline.
Yes. So now snitch play has resumed. Seeker slowly circling the snitch.
And she attacks.
Good moves by her, hoping to catch him off guard. Meanwhile, Texas State playing slow and controlled, not rushing anything. They have the lead. They're not willing to risk it. Pass across. Stopped by A&M with the solid wrap.
Yeah,
Texas State
Inkro
looking-
with the hook shot pass behind. Oh, they're going to lose control.
Unfortunate. Just to recover the...
Is going to wrestle an exchange, an opportunity for Texas State to get control, but they're not able to capitalize as it goes out of bounds.
A&M Seeker with a move there. Almost getting close to catch the snitch. A&M passing the quaffle back and forth. Finding space, getting closer and closer to the hoops. Score correction is actually 140 to 130. So 1 goal, could be able to tie this up. A spin move by A&M, gets past his defender and is able to tie the game. Score is 140-140. Well, now it's anyone's game. So let's see, a snitch catch could almost put this game away, but Texas State.
Interesting to see them, both teams sort of deprioritize the snitch as they both get closer to the set score naturally. Ian Crow with a shot, banks off the bottom of the small hoop, but it's maintained possession for Texas State. They're not going to hold on to it, though. It is a turnover.
Bit of a turnover, bit of a scrum by the snitch over here. Both Seekers on the ground. Unfortunately, I'm surprised he actually missed that shot on left hoop during the first half of the game. He was pretty consistent from that distance on the right hoop, but I guess the left hoop just doesn't favor him as much.
Yeah, I know I can't shoot while running.
So A&M able to recover the quaffle after that play. Bit of a stoppage and a card against Texas State. Unclear what the call is, but A&M will keep the quaffle in their possession.
So Maya Heinbaugh and Twan Tran are going to have bludger control for Texas State. They're going to stand near the Seekers, but Maya's going to run back to try to play defense. But that one gets floated, no good. A&M maintains control or possession. Another floater to the keeper. One good move.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Here comes
Yeah.
Aaron. Here comes Aaron.
A&M with the first lead they've had in this game in a very long time. 150 to 140.
What's going on with them?
Timeout taken by Texas State after losing the lead. Definitely want to have some deliberation there, figure out what they can do on defense and what they can do on offense to try to close out this game.
The stream.
Chat. They're not catching me.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. The snitch is not
discussed
being
it.
caught.
That rest is going to help him. He's not going to accept a catch. They're only 4 goals away on both sides, so
Yeah.
This is,
Well, no,
this
A&M
is
just
wild.
scored, so they are actually
This is
only
the
down.
exact opposite of what we saw with A&M versus SHSU, where like they were trading and then snitch on pitch happened and SHU ran away. I don't know what A&M talked to in between games, but it's working.
Yeah, that's for sure. Whatever adjustments they made are showing fruit now. So
It is helpful because Texas State is prioritizing both. When they have control, they're putting them both on the snitch. And A&M has a really just sort of relentless, aggressive approach to the seeker. But they're not really putting a lot of bludger play towards it. So they're able to defend a little bit better, while Texas State is just kind of an open goal for a lot of them.
yeah, it looks like bludger control almost isn't a factor now in this game. It looks like the chasers really are the ones who are making the plays to get goals on the board.
So I know teams are finished, but we're going to figure out.
You expect to see both teams still
know
focusing on the snitch
how
now
we're
that the
confined?
game is so close, or
Well,
will
and
it
I don't know that you can change what Texas State's doing because
Because it says
A&M's sending really good seekers at the snitch, so you have to defend against it.
Yeah, you have to respect the possibility of a catch, especially now when a catch will end the game for A&M.
And Catherine Hayes' style of how she's trying to catch the snitch is something that I think is well suited for Justin Guillory. So A&M is a little bit less worried about it. I mean, you can see their only beater is playing defense right now. They do not care.
Texas State with the shot is blocked by A&M, but recovered by Texas State. Another block by A&M. Defense pulling up.
Oh, he's just tall. That's what happens when you're tall.
Yeah, the height advantage there making all the difference. Great blocks by A&M on defense.
He's
Keeper
not
looking to take
just
a
tall.
pass.
Great hand-eye coordination. Oh, head beat to Tuan Tran. He needs a break.
Quick stoppage there. So there was a stoppage. Something occurred by the snitch. A&M maintains control of the quaffle on the left-hand side
Yeah.
of Texas State's hoops.
Tuan Tran took a bludger to the head, and it looked a little concerning for a moment, but he's being helped to the sideline. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah,
He
hopefully,
doesn't need a trainer yet.
hopefully he's okay. It's a huge blow, even for a couple of seconds, if Tran leaves the pitch for Texas State.
Yeah, he's played so many minutes for the snitch on pitch.
You could probably use the break, but Texas State definitely do not want to give A&M any opportunities here.
Yeah, if there's any chance that something's wrong, he needs to be out there.
A&M swings a quaffle wide, saves it from going out of bounds, passes back and forth. Keeper dodges it.
Ooh, nice
Keeper-
deflection. Another nice deflection.
And Texas State able to come away with the quaffle.
Ellen Penjanel with the beater on the A&M, or the beat on the A&M seeker.
Texas State on the counterattack.
Oh,
Beat out, but good look by the beater there to read that play and stop it before it is able to materialize.
there's a lot of movement in those last two possessions.
Yeah, I imagine the players are running on what few gas they have left. They have been out here for a while. But everyone's still trying. No one's given up yet. Everyone wants to win this game.
A&M's single beater takes out both of Texas State's beaters and the seeker.
A&M keeper dodges two tackles, walks it in, scores on the right hoop, extends the lead, 160-140 A&M.
I need to know that player's name. Number 0. I don't have numbers.
All right, so Texas State back with the quaffle again. A&M only 2 goals away from ending it. Texas State not gonna stop playing yet though, looking to make some moves. Swings it out wide, takes a shot, does not go through. Second shot blocked by A&M, recovered by Texas State, and put back in.
He's got to get back into play if he wants to keep this game alive. The refs are going to call it no good. Ellen Pendanel takes a split jump beat. She almost deflects that one.
So it seems like that goal was no good. Some miscommunication there. Seeker had attempt to catch, was not successful. A&M looking to score.
So Maya Heinbach comes into the seeker. She's caught a few suches herself, maybe even some on Justin Guillory. But we'll see if he holds up to his promise of not getting caught.
Guess we'll see.
Oh, a face beat from Ellen Pendanel.
He was trying to sneak up on her, but she was not taken by surprise. A&M taking their time with the quaffle, being patient. Texas State has one bludger by their keeper zone playing defense. Long pass over the hoops. Recovered by A&M. And possibility of a catch. Let's see as the refs deliberate here. What do you think, Juan?
I'm not watching the catch so much. Bradley Himes, the ref, the snitch ref there. He's got to give Justin some space. He was trying to stay on the field himself, but Aaron Geber-Michaels caught plenty of situations. He's a fantastic seeker. He used to play for the Outlaws, so a good catch by him.
Well,
We've got to credit Goob.
If the catch is good, then that means A&M will win the game 195 to 140, with the set score being 180. Refs are deliberating right now. In either case, A&M does have the quaffle and look to have a pretty close opportunity to score there, but if they win the game, I guess it doesn't matter as much. Texas State hoping that the call is no good, but you're still waiting to see what the refs decide.
It's a tough balance because you have Guillory who's trying to use the sideline to maintain sort of the positional advantage, but he is also trying to stay on the field, so he can't continue to back up the way you would if you were somewhere else on the field. And I think that's what gives Geber-Michael a chance to really, from the ground, it looked like he caught that.
Yeah, he both limits himself and the opposing seekers by taking that
Right.
field position. So
It's an advantage. It's a trade-off that you understand if you're him, and it's one that you're willing to have, but it does have trade-offs.
yeah, it is difficult too though, because both seekers were coming at him, so he has to kind of switch and pivot, and it's hard to keep track of that sometimes.
And they were throwing A&M's throwing so much over here into this corner that Hendonell had to, make a lot of decisions. And
Yeah, it's been chaos at mid-pitch for the last 5 minutes at least. Unclear what the
Yeah.
call is.
thankfully, Guillory likes to pick this side of the field with the camera, so it's good to see. Oh, they're calling it good.
All right, so with that, A&M wins 195 to 140 over Texas State, able to mount a comeback during snitch on pitch play, being down almost 30 and taking the win. What do you think, Juan?
It's an incredible comeback. I mean, that's what you argue for. They could have won on points alone, so they were swinging both sides of the game, understanding how they wanted to play the snitch on pitch. A bunch of nothing but respect for how they game planned that. So well done by them and their leadership.
Absolutely, they never relented. They focused in on their game plan and were able to execute at the end when it mattered most. And sometimes that's what makes the difference, right?
Exactly. All right. What game is next?
I'm not sure. Next game will be coming up
that's
at
my
2
game.
p.m. Thank you for joining
Oh,
us.
that's our game.
See you soon.